Om Shanti. Good morning. So today is Murli for 23rd November 24. The essence is, sweet children, do service whilst being soul conscious, and you will continue to achieve success at every step. Do service whilst being soul conscious, and you will continue to achieve success at every step. Question: by your having which awareness will you not have body consciousness? By your having which awareness will you not have body consciousness? Answer: always maintain the awareness that you are godly servants. Servants cannot have body consciousness. The more you stay in yoga, the more your body consciousness will break. So today Baba is saying that knowledge is one part, but if there is no yoga, if there's no power of yoga, then we will still carry body consciousness, because it's only through yoga or remembrance that the algae on the soul or the vices is removed. So we will still carry the sanskars of body consciousness with us if there's no power of yoga. And today Baba is saying that to have victory, to achieve success, we need to have soul consciousness. And yesterday Baba talked about having determined thought, determination, right? Putting the stamp of determination to be victorious. So it is the practice of soul consciousness that will give me success at every step. If I am in my body consciousness or body awareness, that's when I will have all the excuses and, carelessness and laziness and all of this. But the moment I stabilize myself in soul consciousness, I will exactly know what I need to do. I will exactly know what is needed of me. So that will bring me closer to success. There's another question. According to the drama, what punishment do those who are body conscious receive? According to the drama, what punishment do those who are body conscious receive? Answer: this knowledge does not sit in their intellects. Wealthy people remain body conscious because of their wealth. This is why they are not able to understand this knowledge. This is the punishment they receive. Poor ones can understand this knowledge easily. So sometimes when people have a lot of wealth, they carry this body consciousness in terms of arrogance, or in terms of, that we need attention, or we need this acknowledgement, or you have to listen to me because I'm wealthy, or I'm contributing with my money. So Baba says that if people carry these kind of body consciousness because of their wealth, they will receive this punishment from drama. It's not like a punishment, but it's just the return of karma, right? So if you're having arrogance, you will receive the return of that. Om Shanti. The spiritual father advises you through Brahma what you will become if you have remembrance. You will become Satopradhan and enter your kingdom of paradise. He does not only tell you, this sound will not only reach Bharat, but will also reach everyone abroad. Many will also receive visions. Visions of whom would they receive? You have to use your intellects. It is through Brahma that the Father gives them a vision. If they want to become a prince, they should go to Brahma or the Brahmins. So whose vision? Because if they receive vision of Shiv Baba, point of light, they would not understand. So Shiv Baba used to give everyone the vision of Brahma Baba. So when they saw a picture of Brahma, they would ask that, oh, I've seen this person in my dream or in my vision. Who is this? I want to go and meet him. Hmm? And this has happened not only in India. but many different countries as well. Many people uh, have come to the Brahma Kumaris through the visions that Shiv Baba has given. The people of Europe also wish to understand that one. Bharat was paradise, but no one accurately knows whose kingdom it was at that time. Bharat was heaven. You now explain to everyone that this is easy Rajyog, through which Bharat becomes heaven. The intellects of the people abroad are at least a little better. They will understand quickly. So, what should you serviceable children now do? Directions have to be given to you. You children have to teach ancient Rajyog. Many people come to you at the museums and exhibitions, etc. They write down their opinions saying that you are doing very good work. However, they themselves don't understand. They even now people will say that, oh, you Brahma Kumaris are doing very good work. You're contributing so well, but they don't come and learn the meditation. Huh? So Baba says they sometimes don't even know what we are doing. So if they are touched even a little, they come. But it is still the poor ones who make effort to understand and make their fortune good. The wealthy are not going to make any effort. They are very body conscious, and so according to the drama, it is as though God gives them punishment. However, it is through them that you have to spread the sound. When influential people, when they follow something or when they speak of something, people listen to them. So that's why Baba is saying that we will um, have to, they have to do this service. But if they're carrying arrogance of their wealth, then according to drama, it is according to drama. It's not that God is punishing them, but it is according to drama. It is according to their karma that they will receive the return of that arrogance. So people abroad are interested in receiving this knowledge. They will be very happy to hear this. You make so much effort with government officers, but they don't have the time. Even if they were to receive visions while sitting at home, nothing would enter their intellects. Therefore, Baba advises you children, collect good opinions and then make a book of their opinions. You can then advise people and tell them, look how everyone likes this very much. People abroad as well as from Bharat are interested in knowing about Easy Raj Yoga. It's like the book of testimonials, right? So create a book, Baba says, take their opinions and then you can publish. So Bharat claims the kingdom of the deities of heaven through easy Raj Yoga. And so why should you not set up a museum in a government house where conferences, etc. can take place? Well, nowadays, because of the president of India being a Brahma Kumari, there are a lot of conferences that happen at the president house, at the Rashtrapati Bhavan. So you children have to think about these things. It will still take time. Their intellects do not soften that quickly. There are Godrej locks on their intellects. So Godrej locks. Godrej is a very famous company in India. They started by manufacturing locks, very high quality locks. They also have they manufacture such locks that nobody can break them. That you cannot make a duplicate key of those locks, right? So they're like high quality locks. So Baba says that people have Godrej locks on their intellect. That means the intellect is so closed that they are not open to listening to this knowledge or receiving this knowledge, understanding something new. If the sound were to spread now, there would be a revolution. Yes, it will definitely happen. Tell them, if there were a museum in a government house, many foreigners would come and see it. You children will definitely be victorious, and so you should keep thinking about this. Those who are soul conscious will think about what to do to make the poor, helpless people understand and claim their inheritance from the Father. You write that you can claim the kingdom without any expense. Therefore, when some good children come, they give their opinions. The deputy prime minister comes for openings, and the prime minister and the president will also come later because they will be told how wonderful this knowledge is, that this is how true peace will be established. It feels absolutely right. The explanation is such that it feels right. If it doesn't feel right today, it will definitely feel right tomorrow. Baba continues to tell you, go to important people. As you progress further, they will also understand. The intellects of human beings have become tamopradhan, and this is why they do wrong things. It is the intellect that has become tamopradhan, which is impure, influenced by vices. And that's why Baba says they continue to do wrong things. Sometimes they don't even realize that they're doing something wrong. They feel that this is right. Day by day, they are becoming more tamopradhan. You try to explain to them by telling them, stop that vicious business, make progress. The Father has come to make you into pure deities. The day will ultimately come when there will be a museum in a government house. Tell them we will pay our own expenses. The government will not give any money. You children would say that you can create a museum in every government house at your own expense. If it starts in one government house, it would happen in all the other buildings. However, someone would also be needed to explain this knowledge. It's not just about opening a museum, but it's also that someone has to be there to explain this knowledge to whoever comes and visits. So there should be like hours, right? So tell them, fix a time when someone can come and show you the path. We will show you the path to create your life without you having to spend a single shell. These things are to happen in the future. The Father explains all of these things through you children. The Father explains all of these things through us children. He explains all of this to everyone. Maya catches hold of very good children who consider themselves to be Mahavirs. The destination is very high. You have to be very cautious. This boxing is no less. It is the most powerful boxing because this boxing is between I, the soul, and Maya. And Maya is very powerful. I was Maya's best friend. I was influenced by Maya for such a long time. And now I'm fighting Maya. So sometimes, right, we will be cautious that, oh, Maya was my friend. Can I just box my friend? But Maya will come with so much aggression or in such a subtle way that we have to forget about, whatever relation I had with Maya in the past. But I have to box with Maya. And this battlefield is so incognito, it's happening here inside. So, this is the battlefield on which to conquer Ravan. Do not have the slightest body consciousness. Do not think that you are doing this service or that service. You are godly servants. So, Baba says, don't have the consciousness that, oh, I did this seva or I'm doing this seva. No, we are all godly servants. And as a servant, Baba is making me do, and there's no arrogance. There cannot be any body consciousness or arrogance about it. You have to give the message to everyone. This requires a lot of incognito effort. To have to explain this knowledge to yourself with the power of yoga, you have to be very incognito in this and churn the ocean of knowledge so that your intoxication can rise. You should explain with love that every cycle the people of Bharat receive the inheritance from the unlimited Father. 5,000 years ago, there was the kingdom of Lakshmi and Narayan. This is now called a brothel. The golden age used to be the temple of Shiva, and it was established by Shiv Baba. This is the kingdom established by Ravan. Sometimes Baba uses very, very strong words like brothel, because everything now that is happening in this world is body consciousness. Everything is influenced by body consciousness, especially lust, right? So that's why Baba calls this world as brothel. It has come to that point. So this is the kingdom established by Ravan. The contrast is like day and night. You children feel what you had truly become. Baba makes you equal to himself. The main thing is to become soul conscious. Be soul conscious and have the thought, today I have to go and explain to such and such a prime minister. If I give him drishti, he can have a vision. You can give him drishti. If you remain soul conscious, your batteries will continue to be filled. Your batteries will be filled when you sit in soul consciousness and have yoga with the Father whilst considering yourself to be soul. The only way to recharge the battery is by considering myself to be a soul, remember the Father, and then give drishti. The poor can have their batteries filled very quickly because they remember the Father a great deal. You may be very good in this knowledge, but if you have less yoke, your battery will not be filled because there will be a great deal of arrogance of the body, which means that you have no yoke at all. This is why there isn't any power in your arrows of knowledge. There is power in a sword as well. One sword may cost 10 rupees and another 50 rupees. The sword of Guru Gobind Singh, the 10th Guru of the Sikh, has been remembered. There is no question of violence in this. So Guru Gobind Singh, who was the 10th Guru of the Sikhs, the sword that he used to fight with the Mughals has is worshipped basically. So it's very valuable. It is worshipped. Why? Because that sword of Guru Gobind Singh speaks of courage, speaks of power, speaks of fearlessness, and that's why it is worshipped. But Baba says here the sword Baba talks about is the sword of knowledge. There's no violence. We are not killing anybody using the sword, but this is the sword of knowledge. And to use the sword of knowledge, I have to be fearless. I have to have the courage, right? I have to have the power to strike the arrow or that sword of knowledge. And the power, courage, fearlessness will come only with power of yoga. So Baba says deities are doubly non-violent. Today Bharat is like this and tomorrow it will be like that. And so you children should experience so much happiness. Yesterday, you were in the kingdom of Ravan and you were suffocating. Today, you are with the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul. You now belong to the family of God. In the golden age, you will belong to the deity family. God Himself is now teaching you. You receive so much love from God. By receiving Ravan's love for half a cycle, you became monkeys. It's not that the Ravan also loved us, loved us too much, that we got influenced under Ravan's love. And here, Baba has come, and Baba loves us so much. Ravan's love was suffocating, but Baba's love is liberating. So Baba says, by receiving Ravan's love for half a cycle, you became monkeys. Now, by receiving the love of the unlimited Father, you become deities. It is a question of 5,000 years. They have spoken of hundreds of thousands of years. This one was also a worshipper like you were. So Brahma Baba was also a worshipper. He is standing on the tree at the very end. So if you remember the picture of the Kalpa tree, Brahma Baba is sitting near the roots doing tapasya, but also standing on top of the tree. So, what does it mean? That Brahma Baba, being the oldest of the souls, so he's now at the top of the tree where the tree is completely degraded. So, he's up there, and the same soul is used by God, and the same soul is seated at the roots, connected to the seed, closest to the seed of the tree, Shiv Baba. So, closest to the seed, doing tapasya in creating the new tree. So, in the golden age, you had limitless wealth, and there was also limitless wealth in the temples that were built. Those temples were then looted. There will be even more temples. There will also be temples of the subjects. So, when devotion started, first temples were built to Shiv Baba, having the Shivling. So, temples were first built to Shiv Baba, then to the emperors and emperors, Lakshmi Narayan, right? Krishna, Ram, Sita. And then more and more temples are now being built. And Baba says, even the subjects of Golden Age will have, because each one in Golden Age is a deity. So there'll be so many temples, so many deities. And we see that in last so many years, so many temples are being built, so many new names of deities are being emerged. So Baba says that in fact, subjects are now even wealthier. The rulers take loans from the subjects. This is a very dirty world. Calcutta is the dirtiest place of all. So Calcutta is a city in India. It used to be the capital of the British um, before, before Delhi. But Baba says Calcutta is the dirtiest place of all. Your children have to make effort to change that. Whoever does something will receive the return of it. If you have body consciousness, you fall. People don't understand the meaning of Manmanabhav. They simply learn verses by heart. They don't have any of this knowledge. Only you Brahmins have this knowledge. People of no other path can become deities. People of no other path, um, pa- of no other path or no other spiritual path, or no, they cannot become deities. Why? Because they are not studying from God directly. How could anyone become a deity without becoming a Brahmin, a Prajapita Brahma Kumar or Kumari? Those who became this in the previous cycle will become this again. It takes time. The tree will grow and continue to expand. From moving like an ant, you will then have the flying stage. Moving so slowly like an ant, Baba says, you will then have a flying stage. The father explains, sweet children, remember the father and spin the discus of self realization. The cycle of 84 births is in your intellects. You Brahmins change and become deities, and you then become part of the warrior community. So, Golden Age deities, Silver Age warrior. No one understands the term Sun Dynasty and Moon Dynasty. You have to make effort to explain to them. However, if they still don't understand, it is clear that it is not yet their time. So we explain this knowledge, but if someone argues and they don't understand, then we understand that, okay, it's not their time yet. But the seed is sown. So they will come whenever it's their time. So Baba says, nevertheless, they still come. People outside have wrong ideas about the Brahma Kumaris. When they come inside and see what you're doing, they say these people are doing very good work. They are reforming the characters of human beings. Look how beautiful the characters of the deities are. They are completely viceless. The father says, lust is your greatest enemy. It is because of those 5 evil spirits that your characters have been spoiled. While you are explaining, they become good. But when they go outside, they forget everything. When they come to the center, when they sit, listen to this knowledge, huh? They like it, and then they say, yes, I will reform my character. But the moment they go out, they forget everything. This is why it has been said that no matter how many times you decorate a donkey, it becomes dirty again because the donkey is so used to being in mud. The moment the donkey sees the mud, goes and rolls in the mud. That's how our intellects have become. We are so used to, the intellect was so used to using the vices, so used to making excuses and doing things of body consciousness, that how much ever Baba decorates us, for some time the decoration stays, but then we go and start rolling in the mud again, the mud of vices. Baba is not insulting anyone, he's simply explaining to you, let your activities be divine. Sometimes when we are at the center, we are the best of our character. But when we are at home with the people that we are familiar with, right, we will speak a certain way, we will ignore, we will, right, our language changes, the way we speak changes. So Baba says that let your activities be divine. Why do you get angry and start barking? Why do you get angry and lose all the divinity? In heaven, there was no anger. Whenever a father explained anything personally, he never got angry. Baba explains everything with so much refinement. The drama moves accurately according to the law. There is never any mistake in the drama. It is eternally predestined. Any act that happened before is one that will take place again after 5,000 years. Some wonder how the mountains will be rebuilt after they have fallen. When you see a film, a palace may collapse. Then, when the film is repeated, you will see the palace intact. In the same way, all of this repeats identically. Or even when you go to a theater, you see certain changes, right? Every scene, a new background comes, or no, something that was broken, but in the next scene, it is emerged again, it is there again. So, Baba says the same thing will happen with this world drama. Even though when destruction happens, all of this will, the mountains will also not exist. The mountains that we see now, they don't exist in Golden Age. Dadi Gulzar once explained that even the mountains of Golden Age are green and they are of different shapes. They are not just triangular that we see today. They are like different shapes, very beautiful. So Baba says that you don't have to think about all this. It will just re-emerge when the time comes. Because remember, after Silver Age also, um, there's this mini trans destruction that happens. Because when the purity of the deities shifts to impurity, the world, the earth, the elements, they are not able to, cope up with this big shift of consciousness. So they will go through certain, you know, a certain a certain shift. Nature will go through certain shift, so there'll be like an earthquake and things like this. So new changes will happen after Silver Age. So Baba says you need brains to understand all this. It is very difficult for the intellects of some to understand. This is the history and geography of the world. It was the kingdom of deities in the kingdom of God. The kingdom established by God. It was the kingdom of deities. The deities ruled. They were the ones who used to be worshipped. The Father has explained that you are the ones who become worthy of worship, and that you are the ones who later become worshippers. The meaning of hum so has been explained to you, children. Hum so hum. So the sannyasis use this so hum, and they say that I am God, and God is me, or God is in me. But Baba says the true meaning of so hum is that we were deities and we will now become deities. Whatever I was in the beginning, I will become that again. So you are the ones who become deities and you then become warriors and so on. This is a game of somersault, the somersault going through the cycle. You have to understand this very clearly and try to explain it to others. Baba does not tell you to stop doing business. No, just become Satopradhan. Baba's been saying this. Even yesterday, Baba said, right? You have your contacts, you do your job, have your business. Fine. You can wear colored clothes, right? Fine. But you have to consider yourself to be a soul and remember me. Understand the significance of the history and geography and explain it to others. The main thing is to be Man Manabhav. Consider yourselves to be souls and remember the Father, and you will become Sato Pradhan. The pilgrimage of remembrance is number one. The Father says, I will take all of you children back with me. In the Golden Age, there will be very few human beings. In the Iron Age, there are countless human beings. Who will take everyone back? Who will clear away the whole jungle? The master of the garden. It is the Father who is called the boatman. So Baba is called the master of garden. He's also called the boatman who takes our boat across to Golden Age. It is the Father who is called the boatman. He is the one who liberates everyone from sorrow and takes them across. This study is very sweet because this knowledge is your source of income. You receive limitless treasures. People on the path of devotion don't receive anything. There is no question of bowing down at anyone's feet here. Like in devotion, we go and touch everybody's feet, we bow down. But here, there's no question of bowing down. And Baba gives us so much self respect. And he says, we all are children of God. We all are equal. So we don't bow down in front of each other. And of course, God has no feet. So we don't bow down in front of Baba either. People go there and prostrate themselves in front of the gurus, right? They literally just lie down like full, and they touch their feet. The Father liberates you from all of that. You have to remember such a Father. He is your Father, so you have understood that you will surely receive your inheritance from Baba. You have this happiness. Someone wrote, when we went to a wealthy person, we were embarrassed because we are poor. Baba says, it is better that you are poor because if you were wealthy, you would not have come here. So Baba has special love for poor children who don't have a lot of money, right? Why? Because they are humble and they don't carry the arrogance of their wealth. Acha, to the sweetest beloved, long lost and now found children, love, remembrance, and good morning from the mother, the father, Bab Dada. The spiritual father says namaste to you, spiritual children, and the spiritual children say namaste to the spiritual father. Essence for dharna. Constantly stay in the happiness and intoxication that you belong to God's family. God Himself is teaching you, and you are receiving His love. It is through this love that you become deities. So we remember Baba with love, the love that God showers upon us. Understand this predestined drama accurately. There can be no mistake in this, which one by one shared, that this drama is so accurate that whatever is right in this drama is right, but whatever is wrong in this drama is also right. That's how drama is accurate. That's the accuracy of drama. So we cannot question any scene of this drama. Any act that has taken place will repeat. When you understand this aspect with a clear head, you will never get angry. You will never get angry on any person, any scene of the drama, any situation that's happening. Why? Because I know it's just getting repeated. The person is just playing their part. Today's blessing. May you easily cross through all storms by considering them to be gifts and become surrendered and complete. May you easily cross through all storms by considering them to be gifts and become surrendered and complete. Everyone's aim is to be surrendered and to become complete. So do not be afraid of small things. You are becoming idols, and so there will definitely be some hammering. The ones who are at the front have to cross through the most storms. So, the most beautiful idol, the most beautifully curated idol, will receive the most chiseling and hammering. So, Baba says that when you are in the front, you will receive more storms. However, you must not find these storms to be storms, but as gifts. These storms become gifts to make you experienced. Therefore, welcome the obstacles, and as you become experienced, continue to move forward. So don't be afraid of any storms or any situation. Right? One of the practices that Baba has given us is to say nothing new. Even in last cycle, I crossed these storms. I will do so again. I am a victorious jewel. I have God as my companion. Right? So not to be afraid of any of these storms or situations. This shall pass. It has to pass. But how I pass it is in my hands. How I choose to pass it. Slogan. In order to finish carelessness, continue to check yourself while keeping pure and positive thoughts of yourself. In order to finish carelessness, continue to check yourself while keeping pure and positive thoughts of yourself. It is the same thing, like Baba was sharing yesterday, that if I keep telling myself I cannot do it, or I'm a failure, or how can I make this mistake? How can I do this? I have this knowledge. How can I still speak like this? How can I still behave this way? Sometimes we get too hard on ourselves. Hmm? And Baba says that don't be too hard on yourself. Check yourself. Don't become too careless about making the same mistake again and again. Check yourself, have mercy on the self, and make effort to change the self by using self respect, not by bringing myself down, but using self respect. That's the method of checking and changing. So don't complain about so many situations happening in my life. Don't complain about so much is happening or what's going on or people treating you a certain way or my own sanskars of treating people or behaving or talking to someone a certain way, getting angry again and again. We might have lots of sanskars. Baba says don't think about all that, but look, check yourself, use self-respect to change yourself. Think that okay, the situation has come, it's a gift, I'm becoming more experienced, how can I use my experience into practice now? So that's the method of transformation. If I'm getting the chiseling and hammering from any situation, it's good. I'm just being curated very beautifully. So thinking about it this way will change our perspective, will change, will even changes our mood, no, for that matter. So today, Baba is bringing our attention back into practice of soul consciousness because I'll only be able to practice all this when I consider myself as a soul. If I'm so much in the awareness of this body, this name, form, this gender consciousness, and all of this, then I'm far away from soul consciousness. I'm far away from God, from what God is asking me to practice. So the first practice is of soul consciousness. Hmm? And Baba loves me too much. Baba loves each one of us so much. Always remember that. Baba loves me very much. Okay? So experience God's love and remember Baba with that love. Use God's love for transformation. Just as how God sees me, I have to start seeing myself that way. Okay, so let's remember Baba. So stabilize yourself in the most elevated awareness. I, the soul, am God's child. I'm God's beloved and lovely child. God loves me so much that He personally comes to teach me as a teacher, to guide me as a guide, as a true Satguru. This is my fortune every cycle. So let me remind myself of this elevated fortune and use God's love to empower me, to transform me. I start seeing myself through God's lens, how Baba sees me as a successful, victorious child of God. I have faith in my success. I have faith in God. Shanti. Om Shanti. So, have a great day. Om Shanti.